So the product that we're talking about today is called the ButtKicker. Has anyone heard of the ButtKicker? Chris, I know that you have.
Yes, I have. Yes.
Brendan, you have too?
I have.
Okay, sweet. So what is the ButtKicker? The ButtKicker, if you want to kind of think about it, you can think about it in the sense of kind of like an audio speaker, similar to how like a speaker would work. But it's different in many ways. So the way the ButtKicker works is that there's a little piston inside of it that's magnetically suspended between two sets of wired coils. And people who might be wondering, well, what does the ButtKicker do? Basically, it's a device that you strap to kind of the bottom of your chair or your cockpit, wherever you sit at. Basically, you strap that to the bottom of it and connect a couple wires and stuff together, and it doesn't really vibrate, but it creates motion basically, and it gives you kind of like just an effect of another dimension of flying that you can't really get otherwise. So the way that the actual ButtKicker works is it's based off of low frequency audio waves between 5 and 200 hertz. And the guy from the product, I kind of asked him how this product differs from like something like some sort of like vibration motor would differ. What he told me is that like vibration motors are usually optimized for one specific frequency, whereas the ButtKicker can do the whole range of frequencies, 5 to 200 hertz. So that was kind of interesting hearing all that. Let's see here. What's kind of interesting about it is that they, the people who make it, they make this one product and it has so many, just dozens and dozens of different uses. Again, I was talking with the guy and he said that a lot of like IMAX theaters use them. Like they'll put them under the seat just to give like people who are watching like a big movie just an extra little bit of realism and depth to the experience of the movie. IMAX uses them, like amusement park theaters use them, and just other types of special effects theaters. They're now doing a lot of stuff in home theater as well. They do a lot of car audio setups. And what the guy was telling me, basically where they made their claim to fame was that a lot of musical tours, a lot of musicians and bass players and drum players use them, which that kind of really interested me because, you figure how can you really use something like, something that basically creates motion, like if you're a bass player or something like that. And what he told me is the way it basically helps them is that it lets them feel where they are in the song to make sure, that they're on cue and everything like that without like just absolutely drowning themselves out with sound, from speakers on the stage and stuff like that. So that's just kind of the product overall. Let's talk about, more of this specific one, which is called the ButtKicker Simulation Kit. It comes with almost everything you need. It is kind of a kit thing, so you do have to put a couple things together yourself. And I actually have a little video here that I can play that kind of goes through all the stuff you get. This is overall what you get. Basically, you get the unit itself, which the unit is really well made. I mean, it's just completely made out of metal. Definitely very durable, considering the stuff it's going to be going through.
So I assume this is your photo that you're showing now.
Yeah, this is it's actually a video here, but I'm pausing it and playing it.
Oh, but it's okay. I see.
Right. So this is everything you get. The unit itself, it's about the size of maybe like a piece of fruit or something like that. It fits in the palm of your hand, basically. That has a wire on it which attaches to some speaker wire, and then the speaker wire plugs into a little audio amplifier that is also included with the kit. The amplifier's got a little remote on it here, which let me go ahead and just play through this video here for you. It also comes with all the cables that you need to hook it up. And the way that you hook it up is, you just plug it into your standard audio setup. It comes with all the splitters and stuff that you need to be able to take it. Like if you have a stereo, just 2 speaker setup, that's real easy to do. It also includes cables that you need to do it in a like surround sound type setup. Here's a shot of the actual unit itself. It comes with about a foot of wire on it, and just 2 pairs of wires. So you would plug it. It comes with little wire twists and stuff like that too, that you would twist onto the speaker wire. Here's all the audio cable it includes. It includes a pretty well amount of speaker cable. Which the kind of neat thing about that is, if you do want to mount it a little further away, like if you're, maybe if you're a cockpit type builder, and you need to mount it a little further away, you can. Also towards the top, you see there's it comes with 6 little rubber feet, and if you are in the situation like where you have, like maybe a metal chair or something like that, like something you actually pulled from an aircraft, you can mount the chair on those 6 rubber feet, and that helps to actually isolate the chair from the ground, so you kind of get the effect of the vibration a little better. If you're just doing it on an office chair, you don't really need them, but it's nice of them to include it with that. It comes with other, just RCA and 3.5 millimeter cables for splitting it off. Here's what the audio amplifier looks like. There's some controls on the front that let you define like low frequency and high frequency cutoffs. You can turn them off or on, or whatever you feel fit. So you can kind of adjust it to just the way that you want it to feel. Kind of the cool thing about it, and I was kind of skeptical of the product a little bit at first when I was just reading about it on their website, because it works solely based off of audio, which the weird thing about it is it's not like a speaker, it's not a subwoofer or anything like that, because it works off of audio, but it's designed to deliver motion. It's still designed to deliver like force through it. So I noticed people in the chat room are saying, well, I can get the same effect by just turning up my subwoofer a whole bunch. Well, there's a couple things wrong with that. First of all, you can risk blowing out your subwoofer. Second of all, you'll get more motion out of this little thing than you will with your subwoofer. And another thing is, this unit, it creates very little, if at all, any sound. Because it's not really designed to be a speaker. It's designed to be this little like motion back and forth. It's got a little piston in there that moves back and forth that creates motion. So if you are in the situation like where you have roommates, or if you live in an apartment building, or a condo, or you just don't want to bother the neighbors or your parents or whatever it may be, it gives you the effect of turning up your subwoofer a whole bunch without having your neighbors and everything blown out by the amount of sound that's coming out of it, which is
just on that note.
Yeah, go ahead.
If the vibrations that it generates, would that transmit through the floor at all? Well, I guess it depends what sort of floor you have.
No. I don't think so. I guess it would depend on how you mount it.
Yeah.
But the way I'm mounting, I just screwed it to the bottom of my chair, and you feel it immediately in the chair, but it shouldn't transfer to the floor or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so let me go back to this little video I took here. So I was kind of worried, I was kind of skeptical about it because it does work just based off of the audio that your setup is producing. So I was kind of worried, first of all, because of the podcast, I have a non-standard audio setup. I've got a mixer and a compressor and everything for mics and everything like that. But I was very pleased, even with my setup, which is fairly advanced compared to, what people at home will have, it was still very, very easy to do. So here's a little video I have of assembling it. Basically, what we're doing here is we have the speaker wire that's included, and the wire coming from the little transducer, which is the little unit that it includes. It's very easy, twist the wires together, and then it includes 2 little twist caps for the wires that you can put on there. And I apologize for the blurriness of the video here, but I shot it with my DSLR, so the focus is kind of weird. But I mean, so basically that's how you would attach it to the speaker wire. Again, if you did want to mount it further away, you can use your own speaker wire for that. So it's nice that they kind of use like, just standard stuff. You don't need a special cable or anything like that. So that's all together there in the video. Next up, I'm showing. So this is the back of the unit here. It has two, positive and negative to plug the speaker wire into, and then an input for your audio source. Again, fairly easy. Just plug them both in there. You don't have to do anything else with it. And then next up, you take the little RCA cable that's the input, and you plug it into just a standard 3.5 millimeter audio cable. And again, it includes everything you need. You just plug it in, and then it includes like a little Y adapter. So you just whatever cable goes to your speaker, you plug into this little Y adapter, and then it's off to the races from there. It's pretty easy. I mean, whole setup took 5 to 10 minutes or so. Here's the front of the unit. Here you can see the knobs and the cutoff and stuff like that. People are asking, does it work with headphones? Yes, it works great with headphones.
That's a good question, actually, because
yes.
I mean, obviously it would function just as it would with speakers, but just how it works for you, given that a kind of sensory input from your chair, in effect, is a very, very different affair to headphones.
I mean, I will usually, I prefer to use headphones because I feel that you hear more things, and also, like I said before, I do live in an apartment, so I don't want to.
Yeah, you got to be a good neighbor.
Yeah, I don't want to be the jerk. So headphones in this is, it's a great combination because you produce almost zero sound, but you get like such a, you get the effect of the audio in your headphones, but you also get the effect of feeling like the bass and the just the oomph and stuff that you would get like with a really big sub. So here's the front of the unit here. Like I said, it's pretty easy. It has a power button on it. It includes the low frequency cutoff, which will cut it off below a certain amount, and then the same thing with the high one. You can adjust the high frequency cutoff, which is, that's just where it stops responding to the frequency. So you can select